Cheetah T. John and Mantis find themselves walking along this trail in the Wilkerson villa and stumbling upon what seems to be a farming implement. On one side is a bush of berries, red, bounteous, beautiful, the kind that any animal would want to eat. And on the other side is a thorned bushel of some herb that is unidentifiable. Together in the middle, they meet at a irrigation sort of river type thing that's watering all of these plants. And they're still very far out from the mansion.
Well, would you look at this old thing? I reckon those berries are edible, don't you think?
Do not distract us with this. We need to move on to the mansion.
Well, if we're going to be walking all the way to that long-distance mansion, I think we got to have some berries to bring with us.
We are in enemy territory right now, or at least somebody...
Enemy territory? That is a very harsh word to say to this nice and lovely estate. They've given us their berries, after all.
Cheetah T. John has already eaten a whole bush worth of berries.
These berries make me think of my childhood as a young little cheetah roaming around on the prairie playgrounds at school.
Okay, well, are they edible?
I've eaten them.
I'm very hungry. I mean, I was supposed to get food with George as well.
It's a tragedy when a young heart breaks. Say, little Mantis, why the bad attitude? Right now, we're doing everything that you could have hoped to do.
I didn't hope to just be wandering in this place I don't understand with this guy that I don't totally get either. I just wanted to go on my date and have a nice night.
Mantis. Cheetah T. John grabs the farming implement and starts drawing in the dirt with it. Look, you see, this here is you. And this here, let's say that's George, wherever he may be. And that's me. Now, look at my face. There's a smile there. And look at your face. A frown. But if you look at the picture from the other side,
I'm smiling and you're frowning?
Yep.
That's really nice, Cheetah T. John. Thank you. Can I get a berry at least?
Yeah, you can have a berry. Anyway, when I talk to my therapist T. John, that's what I call him. His name isn't Therapist T. John. I always have to keep an attitude in mind.
And that attitude?
That attitude is one of extreme positivity. Because if my smile was ever to turn upside down, so to speak, well, there would be a lot to account for.
Okay.
But yeah. You, on the complete opposite side, could turn your frown upside down anytime.
You know what? Yeah. If a guy like you can be happy in this situation, I can be happy because at least I don't have to be you. No offense, but...
None taken, little man. Little bug friend.
We noticed that Cheetah T. John's mindless munching of the berries has led into his mindless munching of the herbs on the other side.
These are terrible.
Are they cilantro?
Yeah, is that the soapy one?
For some, not all.
Why don't you try a little bit, Mantis man?
Mantis punctures just one little leaf of the herb on his hand. Ah! Oh!
Feels like your tongue's getting a bath, doesn't it?
Acid. Burned.
Yeah.
Cheetah T. John, how are you eating this?
Well, again, when I think about flavors, I think about the way life is. You can't let yourself get bogged down on whether you're eating berries or acid. You gotta just take the path that's right for you.
I need something. I need something. This messed me up.
Here's an example, little man. When we set out to reach this mansion, I looked at it far in the distance and thought to myself, why don't I put this little mantis on my back and run there? I could be there in 1 minute flat. But then I thought, why don't I walk along with my friend Mantis and learn more about his life?
You can get us there in 1 minute?
Sure, but by the time we get there, I wouldn't know anything about you. Here, hop on my paw.
Cheetah, my mouth is injured at this point.
Well,
I don't think you want me to talk like this.
I know just the thing. Cheetah T-John reaches into his armpit and pulls out a tiny little shot glass. He flicks one of his claws that opens up, and a small amount of alcohol pours into it, and he closes it. This'll loosen you up in no time, little man.
Cheetah T-John kind of like puts the shot into Mantis's mouth.
So my real question for you is a question of attitude. What's your job?
I work at this dead-end office. I make the best of it, but it's about 80 floors worth of bullshit, if I'm being honest.
80 floors worth of bullshit or 80 floors worth of opportunity? There must have been something that pushed you along that path. Cheetah T-John starts to walk along.
Well, I went there because, I mean, it's like the place to work in Animatia. This is the Skylar Tower. It's where pretty much all of the important buildings.
Ah, you're an Anacore man.
Yeah.
You know, I used to work at Anacore myself.
No way. You'd fit in at Anacore.
Oh, I didn't fit in, but I worked there, all right.
What were you doing?
I was in the mail room.
That's tough.
On the negative 30th floor. I'd look out my window and I'd see dirt.
I don't envy you. I had to go down to the mailroom sometimes, and it was a mess down there.
Anyway, you had your dreams of Skylar Tower, and they didn't work out. Or at least they're not working out by the sound of your expression.
Well, I have done everything that I can. Look, some people just sit there and accept their next 45 years of disappointment, but I have been pushing. I have been taking every single promotion. I have been moving up as far as I can. But for one little Mantis and 80 floors, that is not getting me where I want to go.
See, man, that is your problem.
What?
Well, exactly what you said. You've been trying to work at Skylar Tower.
That's my dream. That's what you asked me.
You've been pushing your way through the meaningless dredge, focusing all your effort onto what comes next, without a lot of thought on what comes now.
Well, you have to prepare for a place like that. I mean,
if you postpone your happiness until some unachievable goal, well, by the time you reach that goal, you won't even know how to be happy.
Well, Cheetah T-John, when did you become happy?
There was one day when I was sorting through the mail down on the negative 30th floor of the Skylar Tower. And there was a big letter. I opened it, even though you're not allowed. And I read it. And I imagined that letter was addressed to me. And then I kept doing that. And each letter had a different story, a different thought, a different longing. Some of them just wanted simple things, like for someone to trade 10 Animacore stocks. Some of them dreamed of promotion or schemed of how they would rise through the jungle. But when I was the reader of each one, I could just see all the different passions and love, and that it didn't matter if I was down there or up at the top.
That's, it's unethical, but it's nice.
Anyway, they arrested me for that, and when my mugshot got printed all over Animatia, it was recognized by Leo Kokronico, who was directing his first picture at the time and needed a villain.
Wow, that's...
He came to the prison and worked something out with the warden so that I would have my Sundays off to film with him.
You really just made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it's going to work for me the same way it worked for you, Cheetah, but that's pretty cool to hear.
But here's the thing. You asked me when I was my happiest. My God, this showbiz stuff has really been a drag sometimes. I've become a little over-reliant on a whole lot of things. But those early days, back when I was in prison, I would spend the whole 6 days thinking about that Sunday, planning for what's ahead. Those were some great times.
That's really cool, Cheetah T. John.
Anyway, we're here.
They look up to see a giant, beautiful mansion. We are at the cobblestone sort of road entrance to it. And from the other directions, not the ones that they came from, other animals are standing around in suits. We can see a couple like black SUVs with bears and other burly animals acting as security guards around them. And there's a stanchion and an entrance where there is animal that is checking names on a list.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure that I'm going to be welcome at this event. Whew.
I mean, you're an actor, right? This seems like something swanky. You can say that your producer got you in, didn't give you the ticket.
Little bug, this is the wrong kind of swanky. Here, back up into this bush. The two of them back up into a bush in the shape of a fox wearing a long cape.
Cheetah, you were just telling me that we just need to go and grab the stuff that we need and stop waiting around. I am infused with confidence and think that we should go and do that.
Oop, everything I said was wrong, little bug. Life is supposed to be a sad trek towards a miserable end. We give up, let that little rhino man bleed out.
Mantis, with as much of his strength as possible, slaps Cheetah T. John across the face. Get serious. What are you talking about here? What's going on?
This is not my kind of party, little bug man. I've heard words and whispers, and the last time I went to a party like this, it went 3 times from sideways, and I wound up crashed into Jumbies.
So, do you know these people, or this just isn't your kind of scene?
Let's just say it's not my kind of scene. And some of these people certainly know me. Besides, I can't walk out there. I'm Cheetah T. John.
But maybe you don't have to be. We cut to Cheetah T. John is walking towards the entrance to the mansion, and berries are just adorned all over Cheetah T. John's face, and they've done this before figuring out what animal Cheetah T. John is going to claim to be. We see them approach Mantis tucked into Cheetah T. John's shirt, but we see them approach the name taker. Yes, it is I, James Falcon, the famous name taker of the Wilkerson estate. I'm sure if you've been here before, you know the deal. So, sorry, I don't recognize you. Are you on the list?
Mantis sticks one of his eyes out of Cheetah T. John's pouch and points it down towards the list.
Are you Vines?
Vines.
You're the Vines party.
I'm Vines.
Oh,
it's not a party. It's one guy. Vines.
Oh, maybe we were confused on the intake because we had 3 vines down.
No, there's one Vines. I'm German.
Of course. I
And by
should
that,
have
I
been
mean
able.
I'm germinating these flowers that grow out of my neck.
Oh, it's a beautiful condition. It reminds me of the berries that we even have here at the villa.
Ah,
Um.
you're too kind.
Okay. Well. I'm sorry about this. Please head on in, Mr. Vines. 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 Yes, we got it. We got it. We got it.
That's a neat trick, little bug man.
Yeah. What animal do you think that you're gonna have to be here? Because you said flowers growing out of your neck.
The animal kingdom is a mysterious place. All sorts of organisms live in harmony between plants and animals. I knew a sloth once who had a colony of moss growing out of his back, and that moss fed a colony of moths. Why, eventually it felt like they were all parts of his family, even though they weren't related.
Well, keep that explanation handy. I think we're probably going to see more people in here. They enter the main hall. At the back of this main hall, there is a spiral staircase that leads up to the second floor that also balconies over this main hall. There are various socialite people roaming around in this hall and waiters with hors d'oeuvres and drinks. It's a very swanky kind of thing.
Let's think. Think. That George Strider got that Rodney character out of a pickle, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he was in trouble here, but it doesn't really look like there's any trouble going on.
Hey, you there. Cheetah John gestures towards little gerbil on the sidelines. You seen anywhere where you could get yourself stuffed full of arrows? You know, like the pointy, shafty things that you could shoot out with a bow.
The bar is over on that side. If you want, if that's what you're referring to.
I don't think. Well, I never say no to a drink.
Cheetah T. John starts trotting over to the bar. Wait. But they get over to the bar and they see a octopus bartender who is notably the only sea creature in a large set of land creatures. What would you like?
You know me. I would like my signature drink. Mantis kicks Cheetah Cheetah. Ow! My signature drink.
I am unsure what you mean by this. Are you an attendee of these parties? Maybe your drink is on our little bespoke drink list we have for the repeat guests.
Oh, yes, Vines.
And then I'll look. The octopus is flipping 8 pages at a time. Yes. I'll make that for you.
Little bug man. I only drink shots. I'm Tita T. John. What if these Vines characters drink something that isn't shots?
The octopus starts filling up a pint of beer.
Why'd you kick me? Now we've gotten ourselves into a real pickle. I can't drink that.
As the beer almost gets up to the top, Cheetah T. John makes a grab for it, and the octopus dodges to add the final garnishing of dirt, bugs, and dirt, leaves, and grime and sticks onto the top of the drink.
I'm gonna need to find somewhere to dump this thing. Say, bartender, have you seen any bathrooms, watering holes, fountains, or the like?
This is the watering hole. The fountain is in the center of the whole room that we're in right now, and the bathrooms are in the back left corner.
Thank you very much.
What are we doing here? You got a drink, and now we're going to the bathroom.
You call this a drink? Here, we need a new plan. Cheetah John plucks Mantis out of his beard, smears a berry on him. Go get me a shot.
Mantis, after getting flung, kind of lands just below a bar stool and jumps on, is trying to see if he should jump onto the bar itself. And there is a kind mongoose next to him.
I'll help you up.
Oh,
there are a lot of snakes out there that you have to watch out for.
Thank you. I'm just trying to. The mongoose notices that Mantis is having a hard time catching the eye of the bartender as well.
I'll help you out. The mongoose raises up his hand. Yeah. I like people who aren't snakes. I hate snakes. In fact, I'm hoping to kill a few snakes tonight, if you know what I mean. Mongoose winks.
Oh, yeah. I'm part of that too.
Oh, no way. Do you have a special drink?
Yeah, I have a special drink. It's, you can say it's under vines.
Cheetah John is like going like.
You know, whatever your special drink is, actually, would be
shots. Say shots.
3 tequila shots.
The mongoose instantly kind of jolts and looks suspicious. 3 tequila shots? I'm sorry, that can't be your special drink.
Oh.
Just then the bartender arrives. Ooh, what can I get you?
I'd like 3 tequila shots.
The octopus suddenly jolts a little bit. He starts sizing up Mantis, looking at him. Could it be?
Yeah. I'm here.
The octopus slams a red button. All of a sudden, alarm lights go off, and the whole building starts pulsing. The octopus yells, "That little pug right there! He's Cheetah T. John!"
Everybody fully believes this fact despite Mantis's size and descends upon Mantis as Cheetah T. John still runs for the bathroom to throw out this drink.
Oh boy, I might have gotten that little bug man into a pickle.
Everybody, I swear I'm not Cheetah T. John. Look at me. I'm small. He's done this before. You know he's done this before.
Yeah, one time I met Cheetah T. John dressed as a whale.
I met Cheetah T. John flapping his wings like a bird in the sky.
That Cheetah T. John, he stole my antlers.
The people are descending upon Mantis, and even though Mongoose is suspicious, she is holding everybody back from it. Everybody, let's figure out what's happening here before we kill Cheetah T. John.
All of a sudden, there's a loud from outside the room. Everyone perks up, and in walks a fox wearing a dazzling white suit and holding a long cane. I heard a slight commotion in the area. What seems to be the problem?
We found Cheetah T. John. He points with 6 of his tentacles.
Ah, Cheetah T. John. To think you would have the courage to show up here. And dressed as a tiny little thing, no less. I don't know how you do it, Cheetah T. John. But tonight, you're not going to ruin my party.
I'm not here to ruin anything. I will leave. I will leave you all free to do your party if you just give me my one thing that I like to have.
Oh, we're going to give you more than what you like. If you do a favor for us, Cheetah T.
A little armadillo walks up to the fox. Should I prepare the cage?
It won't be necessary. The fox flips his cane and reveals the end of it becomes a small net that he flaps over Mantis and pulls tight. Oh, well, Cheetah, you may have gotten yourself into a whole world of trouble.
We see in the bathroom at this point still is Cheetah T. John, who is using the urinal and talking casually to the person next to him. I'm trying to finish.
Hey, man, I know that there are rules of urinal etiquette, and I may not want to disturb that delicate balance. But at the same time, when you think about all the conversations that aren't had simply because you spaced one extra space between you and your urinal partner, why, that's a lifetime of friendships that you've missed out on.
Suddenly cheers from the main room. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What in the world do you think could be going on out there?
I don't know. I'm not trying to talk to you, but I don't know. Maybe they got someone on the list.
The list?
Yeah, like the bad one, not the good one.
Well, I'm on the good list as vines, but you see, I happen to be a red-breasted bubbercack, and you know what the thing about us red-breasted bubbercacks.
I'm actually so sorry. I don't know. Are you
It's tragic, really. Memory issues.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really do need to. I didn't complete my education, and
I can't even remember why I came to this party or what that bad list you're speaking of is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure you came to the party for the show later, and the bad list is just the people who, if they show up here, are gonna be part of the show.
Are there any famous people on this bad list?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. The what we see to actually be another fox zips up and starts washing his hands. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of actors, singers, politicians.
Actors. God, I wish I remembered actors. Any famous ones?
Yeah, I mean, most of them. The one that is most desired and top of the list is did you ever watch those movies? I think it was like he was with Gladia for some time.
Fast Car Go Boom?
Fast Car Go Boom. Yes. The imbecilic looking cheetah from that is actually on our bad list.
Oh, I wouldn't say he's imbecilic looking. Cheetah John starts to sweat a little bit. And how would someone know if someone was on the bad list?
The fox who's drying his hands now flexes his claws. The goal is that they don't know.
Yeah, of course. Cheetah John sort of sweating without washing his hands, walks towards the door and pokes his head out and hears the chants of Cheetah T, Cheetah T, T. He turns back and he says, "Say, what's your name?"
Sylvester.
Sylvester, you're a fox. You wouldn't happen to know your way around here.
I live here.
You live here?
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get short with you because of your memory problems.
I've forgotten it already. No need to apologize.
No, I'm one of the Wilkersons.
If you would be kind enough to help a little red-breasted bobcat like me just have a place to lie down.
Too many drinks or something?
You could say that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a million rooms in this place. I'm sure I can find you somewhere. Come on. Sylvester takes Cheetah T. John totally away from where Mantis is getting captured, up the spiral staircase to the second floor. This is just my room, but I don't mind. You can use my bed if you want to lie down, or
What's a fox like you doing listening to the Hornets?
That's, my dad actually hates that I listen to them.
I'd imagine. I thought you would always be listening to symphonies or, I don't know, pop.
You got that right. I mean, most of the family is like that. But, I'm kind of myself. I'm me.
You're your own fox.
Right. My therapist told me once, happiness isn't just going to come to you. You have to grab it. You have to be you and do your thing, and then you'll...
What is your therapist's name?
Well, that's confidential, but I mean, he's an anteater.
I know him. Anthony P. Fredrickson.
Oh my God, don't tell me he's your therapist.
Oh man, wait, this all makes sense. Sylvester Wilkerson, you must be Foxboy.
His face falls.
You see, when Anthony talks about his other clients, he always uses some sort of clever thing so that you never know who they'd be.
Sylvester walks over to his door and pulls the secondary lock shut. You're right.
So sad what happened to you, little fox boy. So sad.
When Anthony does talk about his other clients, the veil with which he talks about them is very thin.
Yeah. I'm sure he's mentioned a red-breasted bobcat before.
Sylvester pops out all of his claws. I have seen you before. I have seen you in many forms, and you seem to have confused them out there. But I got you now, Cheetah T. John. We are now some dark room, presumably below ground, where in this room are various people who've been captured by the Wilkerson estate. Mantis is in the corner.
They're all kind of whispering as Mantis is thrown into the corner. Is that... We heard from upstairs that it might be Cheetah T. John.
Speak up. I'm not scary.
Are you Cheetah T. John?
Why, yes, I am.
A sudden chorus. We're saved. We're saved. Cheetah T. John.
There's one thing they always say to me when I'm being me, Cheetah T. John, on the big screen, and it's that you all must have some plan for us to get out of here, right?
A snake risses forward. We don't have a plan exactly. We just thought we were going to be slaughtered.
Well, have any of you seen either a rhino or a water strider here?
Maybe water here. Strider? What even is a water strider? But
a water, like the bug.
A rhino, sure. Rodney.
Well, the jacket, the football jacket or whatever.
Yeah, whack-a-ball player. Big guy. Bigger yesterday. Oh, he was crying like a little duck.
Well, he got out. I can tell you that.
Rodney's out?
He's out.
No. Rodney's not out. Rodney's not out. We saw what they did to Rodney.
What?
They must have shot him 1,000,000 times.
Oh, well, he looked bad, but he got out.
There's a sudden chattering. Birds are. Well, Cheetah T, what's your plan? How are you going to save the day for all us land animals?
Well, my plan has 3 steps.
Uh-huh.
The first step is that you all come up with the plan. The second step is that you all do the plan. And the third step is that you bring me along.
Of course. That's a brilliant plan. Why didn't we think of it before? The plan was inside us the whole time.
The animals really start to get to work writing out things and on the ground. And
we know from the last 3 parties that they always take the strongest animal first.
Mantis walks along the wall of this. It's like a cellar, and sees scribed into the wall sequence of numbers 48332. Well, we've come up with something. I don't know if it'll work exactly, but it's going to involve you, Cheetah T. Johnson. Well, they think that you're at the top of the list. I'm sure you know. So you're probably going to be one of the first ones they want to see, or at least during dinner time when they eat. We're going to need you to get sent out there first. Okay.
Cut to a long dining table with empty seats all along the sides of it. At one end is a fox in a brilliant white dress with a long brimmed hat. At the other end is the white suited fox with the cane that we saw earlier. Darling, this meal just got a lot more interesting.
I heard. I'm excited to see this to fruition. If I knew it was going to happen today, I would have called over the cousins and all those other people. But it has to happen now. I mean, he's a slippery one. We have to make sure we take this chance.
Yes, it is going to be a thrilling chance indeed. A once-in-a-lifetime treat, you could say.
Yes. Well,
that Cheetah T. John has been foiling us at every step along the way.
And he's too foolish to even realize how big a role in this whole thing that he plays. I will savor seeing him take his last breath.
I'm just waiting for the phone call from Jaws. And then I can begin the festivities. I don't know what's taking him so long.
Well, I think that ever since we've introduced the portals, people are being very liberal with when they leave. Thought it'd make people fast.
But I told him 7 p.m. I said, you meet me right here on the dot, 7 p.m. And it's...
Honey, it's a power play. I honestly don't know how this is all going to play out when it's all done, and I mean all done. But all that I know is that you and he are the only 2 that are going to be able to claim this whole thing.
I've been practicing my swimming, darling.
Oh, seashells, oysters, coral. Oh,
it's a dream. A dream. Waiter, more champagne.
Yes. The waiters scurry to get more champagne as the two start doing a ballroom dance together.
That dance is cut into a rough and tumble rolling fight between two monstrous things. At first, it seems like they're all bloodied, but they're both just covered in berries. Whoa, little fox man, I knew you were angry. I knew you'd had a horrible time. My God, you've been abused since you were just a little baby cub. He flips him over his back and elbows him into the stomach. I'm not trying to do any more damage to you, to be quite honest.
I won't stop until you're dead, Cheetah T. John. Sylvester takes a swipe towards his face.
Youch! That's gonna sting tomorrow.
You're gonna come in and you're gonna stop resisting.
Hey, little man. I hope you don't mind if I call you little man. I just call everybody little man.
Out with it.
I know what it would mean to you to be seen in the eyes of your father, to have that experience of love that you've never had and that you long for, and that you almost took 1 year to confess to your therapist was your true goal. But that man is no good for you. He treats you like ice, and he'll dispose you at a moment's notice. He thinks you're the weakest of the 5 fox siblings.
No.
But you know what, man? You're not the weakest. You have a delicate soul and a passion for sculpture. And if you just said your feelings to Monica, things would be totally different right now.
Cheetah T. John delivers this as some of the berries fall from his face, and as the wonderful face of Cheetah T. John is sort of more revealed to Sylvester, Sylvester becomes more placated by his ideas.
Let out those tears, little fox. You've earned them through a lifetime of trying to be someone that you're not. It's all right. What you're doing is a beautiful transformation. And you're a brave little fox. We're going to get you out of here. We're going to get that rhino guy out of here. And we're going to make it all work out. Or my name isn't Cheetah T. John. That's right. I'm him. I'm not a red-breasted warblecack.
I know.
I was Cheetah T. John the whole time.
I know.
How did you know? You must be the smartest little fox I've ever met.
Sylvester wipes the tears from his face.
A whole load of partygoers out there didn't recognize me, and you did. That is something to be proud of.
You know, I've got natural hunting skills, I think.
And how were those hunting skills honed?
Out here on the villa, you know, all of the parties that we have and whatnot, like this one.
Look, little man, you may not be able to undo what you've done in the past, but all those steps, all those lives that you might have taken, those lives didn't die in vain. Those lives didn't die in vain because they are important tonight to saving one special life of one little bug man that means quite a bit to me.
Is that who they must have taken away when they were chanting your name?
What? They took someone away when they were chanting my name?
Yes, oh, geez, dinner is about to start.
I completely missed that part. What do you look like, a little bug man?
I didn't even see him, but I heard them chanting Cheetah T. John, and if they're chanting it.
If what you're saying is true, we don't have much time. Listen, normally I would like to walk at a fox pace, but little fox man, you're going to need to get on my back.
Yes, and I'll guide you. You know, they're deep down in the basement, but this is counterintuitive. You're going to want to keep going up this spiral staircase.
Okay, I'm trusting you with my life, because if this is wrong, I'm getting farther and farther away from the place where I want to be. But I trust you, little fox man.
they scurry up the spiral staircase, and we cut to what seems to be like a big terrarium. There's a glass wall in the dinner room that looks into this massive, massive terrarium, like it's its own little environment in there. And we see a bear security guard holding Mantis and throwing him out into the middle of this terrarium. Mantis looks over to one of the little holes in the walls and gets a little thumbs up from one of the other animals that was in the tank.
Cheetah T. John. He looks around. There's a fox sitting on a log in the terrarium. This will be a pleasure. I'm afraid this evening didn't go exactly as I had planned. In fact, Gladia was supposed to be here tonight. I thought that would get a reaction out of you. But
don't. I hate her.
The fox looks confused for a second. You hate Gladia?
Yes. And don't you dare wait until she comes around to...
What a pathetic little acting job. You think that we're going to spare her life because you pretended to hate her? No. You've dug yourself into a big pit, and there are quite a few of us who want to see you fall. The fox whistles again, and at the edge of the terrarium, 5 humans sort of slowly walk into the fray. Oh, my little cuties are hungry. They've been calculating all evening, tallying, doing long division. Oh, they're dying for a little logic puzzle.
We see at the dinner table the matron tapping her glass with a spoon in enjoyment for what's about to happen. Ding, 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 ding.
Now, there are 5 beautiful humans here. 1 for me, and 1 for each of my 5 children. Oh, wait, my 5 useful children. Say, the 3 foxes come forward. Dad? We can't find Felix or Sylvester.
Yeah, we checked their rooms. They're not here.
Felix isn't here?
Yeah, no, he's not at all. And the Rolls Royce is not here either.
He knew tonight was very important.
The third fox child. I've been telling you for the longest time. They aren't cut out. They are the runts.
Fine, mount your humans. Your mother will have to fill in.
The foxes jump onto the shoulders of the humans and drape their paws over. And the mother walks over to one of the sides of the room where there's a door, and she quickly inputs a code that opens the door, walks in, and mounts a human herself.
Mantis, his eyes kind of bug out a little bit. Say, what are you all about to do? One of them leans forward, and the father pulls out a little bag of magical powder. Don't worry, you won't remember a thing. He leans forward and sprinkles the dust down onto Mantis. Mantis tries to avoid it, and then his eyes start to spiral out.
Mantis starts to see gray everywhere as He's at the bottom floor of his company.
The negative 30th
the
floor.
negative 30th floor
of Anacor. He's in the mail room.
There's no mail. Usually this mail room that is bustling. Mail is coming out of pipes at high speeds. There's absolutely nothing. Mantis looks into one of the pipes where the mail is coming out. Boom! Hits in the head with the package.
He steps back, uses his little sharp mantis legs to open the package.
He can start to see, as he's cut the tape, little tiny bug legs peeking out. Opens it to see a colony of dead water striders.
He jumps backwards, terrified, going against the wall. No.
Suddenly, out of the pipes, more raw, just dead water striders are coming out.
And water gushing out as well. The water is rising through the room. Mantis is like, no, this can't be. None of them. This isn't George. The water keeps on rising. He's trying desperately to stay atop, but he doesn't know how to swim. It's getting up to his neck, even though it's only like an inch off the floor. When all of a sudden, skirting across the water, a bold, handsome water strider with long, flowing water strider hair comes along on a surfboard. Hey, sorry I was late to our date.
I don't care. Please help me.
Oh, that's what I'm here to do, to help you.
Yes.
But you got to listen to me really carefully.
Okay.
You got to listen to every word I say.
I am.
Because your life is in urgent danger.
What?
You're not in a mailroom. You're not at Anacor.
What?
You're being hunted by the most nefarious band of foxes Animatia has ever seen. And if we don't do something about it soon, the entire world of Animatia is going to be underwater.
What do we do?
And then we got...
So I imagine that this is gonna mess with things, but this is the weather control station. Everything in the terrarium is entirely weather controlled, and we've got these levers. I don't really know what to do.
What's up on those screens?
Oh,
those little sort of white suited people and the humans and it's a little bug man.
Yeah, that's who they got for the hunt. That's who they think is you right now. So,
and is this a movie or is this real life?
This is real life. This is happening right now.
Heck, little fox man, you should have said that to start. I thought you were taking me to a movie screening.
Look
I was
down.
Thinking,
They look down to realize
the glass floor.
Yeah.
Holy heck! This isn't just real life. This is real life.
Yes, I mean, I don't know what your friend can do. Like, if we could put in some rain or some wind, or Cheetah T. John starts pressing all sorts of buttons really quickly.
Oh, you see, the thing about buttons is that all buttons are really just the same when you press them in the right way. You may not have a button that turns your car invisible, but if you press the button that makes your car go so fast you can't see it, the car turns invisible itself. You get that, little fox man?
We cut to the dinner table. There are two very old looking foxes who are still watching what's happening, but they're getting confused because the light is flickering different colors. There's music that starts playing. There's little bits of rain that start coming, fog, wind, sun.
It couldn't be, you don't think?
No. Inside the terrarium, Mantis is acting, trying to get away from water, clueless, while the foxes on their humans are swiping at Mantis. Wait, what was the package hitting Mantis's head? Was one of the humans swiping and slapping Mantis?
Each of the humans is armed with a large fly swatter and also a quiver of bow and arrows. The foxes are tugging on the human's hair, like Ratatouille style, to try to make them do things. So their aim is really bad, but they keep on pulling out arrows and shooting them. Mantis is too small to be hit by these arrows.
I think you're helping, maybe. At the top, I think there's one thing that, well, it's a little dangerous, but we could try it.
You know what the T in my little name stands for? I've never told anyone.
No.
Danger. Cheetah smashes his fist into the board, causing numerous weather effects downstairs. What should I hit?
Sylvester points to a button that has a bunch of animals on it. It says, press that button.
Cheetah presses the button, and every single animal that was being prepared to be slaughtered that evening is released into the terrarium at the same time.
We see armadillos and birds and bugs and bigger animals like cows all run around in this terrarium, now banding together under one banner.
Mr. Wilkerson looks frantically around. He tugs the hair and shoots several animals dead outright, but it's not enough. He whistles towards the other animals who are gathered in the guest. Don't just stand there. Hunt like you've never hunted before. You may be a hamster who paid 500,000 anabucks for this ticket. Now is your opportunity to kill a whale. You may be a miserable muskrat who's only dreamed of tasting the flesh of a lion. Now's your time to shoot. Humans start walking, like entering. A human door opens in the terrarium as well, and in a wave of sort of zombie-like humans start walking in, and animals start jumping on top of the humans.
Inside the terrarium now, it is an all-out battle. Those who are on the Wilkerson side have all mounted up on a human, and the animals who are just running free are all being hunted. We see some wins on both sides. A few people got arrowed by Mr. Wilkerson, but then the same little hamster that got pointed out gets smacked hard by a hippo that was in containment.
A giraffe suddenly raises up its head from above the hunted animals, and we can see placed atop it is a tiny mantis. Mantis reaches over onto the giraffe's little horn thing and blows into it, and a loud woo sounds out. You can hear his voice echoing, "Charge!" We see in Mantis's vision, he is surfing on a surfboard up a pipe to the very top floor of the Anacor company, yelling, "Charge!"
All of the animals are strengthened by this and fight, and above them, Cheetah, John, and Sylvester look down. I don't know if this is any better. Maybe we should change the weather or
Listen up, little fox. I've heard from your therapist that you were trained to hunt, right?
Yes, I do that.
Well, you know what my therapist said to me one time? He said, "Cheetah John, you are as dumb as a motherfucking human. So if you can do your little thing, I can do mine." Cheetah John grabs some of the levers from the board and plucks them off. He reaches up and grabs the wires from the board and sort of fastens a bow and arrow. And he says, "You ready to battle with me, little fox man?"
I guess I am. Sylvester jumps on Cheetah T. John, and Cheetah T. John slams the button that opens the trap door that he was standing on. Boom, 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 boom through the trees.
Sylvester is pulling his hair in just the right way. He's firing shots. He's taking out all sorts of little humans down below. The human that Mr. Wilkerson's riding on gets hit in between the eyes and falls over dead. Mr. Wilkerson is thrown rolling down onto the ground. He looks up. My useless son, come to roost.
Dad, you have not been good to me, and I'm rebelling.
You don't know what you're doing, son. He recognizes the human. Wait, that's not a human.
Oh, no, it's not. It's... He pulls his hair.
Cheetah John's face comes up. His eyes look totally blank. He's very zen. And then he pulls a bow and arrow and shoots it towards Mr. Wilkerson.
Wilkerson gets grazed by it, but is mostly fine. Cheetah T. John.
I'm going to enjoy this. Mr. Wilkerson takes out his blackberry. He looks at it. Where is that shark?
Some of the other skirmishes are playing out, and Mantis is now at the top floor mentally of Anacor and is jumping down and is swiping the swanky suits that were in that high-scale restaurant in his mind.
The giraffe he's riding on is kicking his legs wildly, taking out humans left and right. At the very top of Anacor, there's a desk. And sitting on the desk is a small echidna.
I'm here now. I've done it.
Oh, you again. I was just talking to you in the restaurant. You were Mr. Jaws, right?
Yes.
Huh. Well, fancy meeting you here of all places. Huh. I guess you must be ready to become the new CEO of Anacor.
Of course I am. It's all I've ever wanted.
Well, it's all I've ever wanted, too. You see, when I first invented the powder, I thought, this is just a silly old thing. No one's going to want to teleport and see their wildest dreams. But their wildest dreams is all everyone ever wanted, I guess. The echidna sort of hops down and walks towards Mantis. But it's yours. Take it. Take it. Take it. I won't cry.
Mantis hops from his chair into the cushy CEO desk chair. And after all of this fighting is starting to rest and sits back.
The echidna suddenly turns around. Wait, on second thought, maybe I gave up a little too easily. He smiles and he hops back towards the desk. He types it into the computer a little something, goes, ooh, yeah, would you look at that? My package is about to arrive. This mailroom takes forever, doesn't it? He keeps typing.
It's my desk. It's my desk. It's my desk.
Oh, yes, your desk, your desk. It's just one little package that's about to be delivered. Nothing too important. I paid for extra shipping because it's rather large.
Mantis has his hands to his head. It's all breaking in his brain right now as he's sort of seeing through the mist. It's slightly wearing off.
Say thank you to your friend Topher for me. Mantis suddenly awakes. He is on the top of a giraffe. And at that moment, the entire jungle club appears inside the terrarium, crashing down, rubble everywhere. We cut. Ooh, that's the episode.
Yes. 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 The jungle club in the terrarium. This place we're gonna have a lot of fun.
And without further ado, this has been Muprov
Musings.
So my sign off is that Impro Amsterdam is coming up, which is very exciting, but that also means that it might be like a month before the next episode comes out because we record on Saturdays, and there are 3 Saturdays in a row, two for Impro Amsterdam, one for another thing, where I'm going to be out of town. So I wanted to tell you that, Julian, but also to let the listeners know, Trey, or anyone else who might be listening, that in the meantime, I've been recording all these episodes for the Liverpool Improvisation Festival and interviewing the artists who are going there. So while Animatia is on a little break, you'll be able to hear interviews for people from the Liverpool Improvisation Festival, and they're totally great.
That's freaking awesome. Who are some of these people who are gonna?
So I've done 4 interviews so far. Emily Rose, who I hadn't met before, is doing a 2-person show that is a musical where she is playing a demon version of herself at a cabaret. We got Stephen Longstaff, who's doing a Shakespeare show where he uses real Shakespearean monologues and intersperses them with improvised text based on suggestions from the audience. We've got Greisers, which is a show that Mark Smith is in, and that is about train spotters. It's sort of slice of life, takes place over a year, but also has an emotional core, male friendship. And then we've got Impromptu, which is a phenomenal group out of Florida, who I saw at the festival last year as well. They do very dramatic shows, but the particular show they're bringing is their first larger ensemble cast, and it is a wedding where the table is all the people you don't like. They sat all the people at the table because they're sort of problem people, the sinners table. So those are the 4 interviews I've done so far, and they'll probably get posted over the course of that time, and I'm sure more interviews will happen. But it's been really fun, really exciting. Each one of the artists is just like brilliant.
That sounds sick. I am interested to hear some from them.
Yeah. So that's really fun.
And what are you going to be getting up to at the Amsterdam?
I'm just watching stuff. I'm watching stuff. I'm just seeing what's out. Maybe I'll get some interviews out of there as well. And I'll probably do a little bit of volunteering, but I don't have a show there or anything.
That'll be fun.
Anything going on in the Julian verse? I'm just letting you know right now that I can't do the next weekend. But what are you going to do with that empty time?
Well, next weekend I'm going home to watch the Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Whoa. Who's going to be bowling?
If I get this wrong, I'm trolling. I think it's the Patriots and the Seahawks.
Nice. Humans versus animals.
Yes. Humans versus animals. And yeah, no, I'll sneak mine in since I won't sign off for a bit, which is just the SF Sketch Fest has been happening out here. And so there's been some interesting stuff. I've seen a few shows. Yesterday I saw one with Bob Odenkirk and Robert Smigel.
My best friend, Bob Odenkirk.
Your best friend, Bob Odenkirk. That went like 45 minutes over, which is like, oh, that's funny.
But it was like a show?
It was that was a live podcast where what it is so Robert Smigel is the one who hosts it, and it's like we have comedy writers on, and then we have somebody on who like has something that they need written, like a wedding speech or like a college application or something like that, and then the comedy writers like talk about like what they should write. And the guest was do you remember the kazoo kid?
No.
The like you will, I think, recognize how he looks, but like this kid, he's like, I like to play.
No, I don't recognize that kid.
Okay, sure. He was like a meme in 2016, but he was the guest, and he was like, I want to be famous, and they were trying to like figure out a proposal for him to pitch to like a producer to become famous. So they were like coming up with TV shows and stuff. So that was cool.
Star the Kazoo Kid. That's a sick concept for a podcast. It's very improvisational.
Yeah. And so yeah, that was cool. And Also, I saw Theater Sports at Bats that had some guest people from, I guess, all from different places. One from Dropout, one from she's just like an actress who's in some various things, and then this guy who collaborates with some like comedy writer type people from like SNL. So
Was it good?
And that's our podcast. No, it was fun. It was fun. It's just hard when there's groups who haven't played as much together playing with each other who probably speak different languages of improv.
That makes sense. Yeah, you got to coordinate.
Yeah, but there was some very fun and memorable scenes out of it because it's a theater sport. So even if there's some troll translation of the improv dialect, you can lock in for a few scenes.
Yeah, that is awesome. What a cool thing. Yeah, I've never been to a Sketchfest.
Yeah, seeing how like legit it was this time it happened made me be like, oh, I gotta like lock into this and like apply for the next one.
Yeah, would you apply with an improv show or a written show?
Probably an improvised show, but I don't know, potentially written. I can just conceive of firing off like 3 different applications for one, just different like subsets of groups or whatever.
Cool. So you heard it here next.
SF Sketchfest 2027.
Book your flight.
And so last weekend, it was also Sketchfest, and Will was going to this show. It was an improv show with some even more famous people, like, I don't know if you know Anna Gasteyer. She was on SNL, whatever. But the guy from Malcolm in the Middle is on it. But we were going to go to the show. I didn't have a ticket because I had just kind of like landed on it pretty last minute. And so I was going to go in the standby line. And I get in the standby line and I lock eyes with a tall mustachioed man in front of me. And I'm like looking at him, and then a second in, we realize, and we hug, Julian, Robin, and yeah, he was right in front of me in the standby line.
Wow, at SF Sketchfest?
Mm-hmm. Him and his improv group.
They were performing there.
Yeah, they had performed the day before.
Did you see them? Yeah, if anyone's listening, go see Help Me, I'm Drowning.
Yes. H-Mid was great. It was great to meet them. I didn't see them. We didn't. None of us knew that they were here until the happenstance seeing of each other. And they didn't perform after we saw them, unfortunately. That was another serendipitous moment.
Wow.
Can't you see me now? I remember way back when. Oh, and times they are changing. You know, things are rearranging. Can't you see me now? Can't you see me now? Everything is changing. Can't you see me now? Can't you see me now?